Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the respected jurors of the 5th International Virtual Conference of Zawfi 2022. Representing the members of the group, I, Lelawati binti Joremi, will present our manuscript entitled A Qualitative Study on the Resilience of Asnaf Entrepreneurs in Selangor, Malaysia. The socio-economic shock of the COVID-19 pandemic has overwhelmed global economies. Many governments at all levels have reacted quickly, applying a place-based or territorial approach to policy responses to the COVID-19 crisis, in particular on the socio-economic to protect SMEs, households, and vulnerable populations. Many countries around the world are managing the COVID-19 crisis by adapting and reopening economies. However, financial incompetence has led many small businesses, especially micro entrepreneurs, to seek financial support from financial institutions. For the people of Selangor, among the institutions they turn to is Selangor Zakat Board or LZS. LZX provides capital assistance to Asnaf entrepreneurs. The selection is based on their background and interest, while the capital offered depends on the type of business. LZS provides training programs where Asnaf entrepreneurs are provided with knowledge of business management, marketing, and financial management. This study seeks to explore the extent to which the Zakat Micro Entrepreneur Program helps to strengthen the socio-economy of Asnaf entrepreneurs in Selangor. Studies related to the success of Asnaf entrepreneurs have been widely discussed, but very few have studied the resilience of a few Asnaf entrepreneurs who fail to retain and expand their businesses. Therefore, it is important to identify obstacles that restrict the endurance and business expansion of Asnaf entrepreneurs involved in entrepreneurship programs. Reviewing the literature, this study intends to examine the ability of Asnaf entrepreneurs sponsored by LZS to improve their standard of living through business, the Entrepreneur Development Training Program, and periodic supervision by LZS officers for a specified time are being investigated to assess Asnaf efficiency in running and growing a business. LZS is the pioneer of the Asnaf Entrepreneur Program that offers 5 types of capital assistance for businesses, which are general business, fishing, agriculture, animal husbandry, and also working capital. The Asnaf Entrepreneur Program implemented by LZS aims to help Asnaf who are interested in doing business to become independent. In addition to allowing the Asnaf an opportunity to generate income, it is an incentive for the Asnaf to leave the mustahik status and turn into a muzaki. The advantage of Zakat microfinancing is that it is in the form of one-off business capital assistance that does not require Asnaf to make repayment. Asnaf entrepreneurs are a group of Asnaf who want to change from an unproductive Asnaf to a productive Asnaf through an entrepreneurial platform. They are identified as Asnaf who have the mental and physical strength that reflects the ability to be an entrepreneur. To realize their dreams of becoming entrepreneurs, they need financial assistance from Zakat institution because their life status and financial condition normally become the distress that put them under the Asnaf category. Under this category, Asnaf is considered non-bankable and excluded from mainstream financial services. The Zakat Microfinance Program is expected to empower Asnaf entrepreneurs and end their Asnaf status, thus freeing them from the shackles of poverty. However, the success of Asnaf entrepreneurs is based on their willingness to take risks in growing a business. Besides capital assistance, training, entrepreneurship programs, and knowledge, a positive attitude, management skill, and financial knowledge, as well as a conducive environment, also play an important role in increasing the performance of an Asnaf. Thus, evaluating the effectiveness of the Asnaf Micro Entrepreneur Program is crucial to ensure that the LZX objective to improve the socio-economy of Asnaf entrepreneur is successful. Through purposive sampling, 10 LZS officers who are responsible for supervising and advising Asnaf entrepreneurs were interviewed in depth. Selecting them as informants is appropriate as they are responsible for closely following the development of these Asnaf entrepreneurs from as early as they get financial assistance. Each informant had several Asnaf entrepreneurs under their supervision. Their financial reports, problems, challenges, and business developments of each Asnaf entrepreneur will be observed, recorded, and submitted to LZS for further action. The 10 informants who were interviewed in depth provided the information needed for this study to delve into the challenges faced by 21 Asnaf entrepreneurs around Selangor. The Asnaf entrepreneurs supervised by these 10 informants on average run a food business. Business locations in urban and rural areas throughout Selangor have successfully produced data enrichment in qualitative analysis. An inductive approach with in-depth interview instruments was used in examining the perseverance and resilience of Asnaf entrepreneurs in their efforts to improve their standard of living. The inductive approach is conducted on several individuals will lead to hypothesis and ultimately to generalization. The interrelated challenges and obstacles of several Asnaf entrepreneurs in the same business can provide an in-depth interpretation of Asnaf resilience and determination to run the business. Open-ended questions are used to retrieve as detailed information as possible. It helps informant to answer questions freely without guidance from the researcher. The interview began by giving freedom to the informants to share their experience of supervising Asnaf entrepreneurs. It is followed by 5 main questions, which are then followed by some follow-up questions to ensure that the answers given meet the research question. Among the key questions asked include business development of Asnaf entrepreneurs, business and financial management methods, the length of time taken by Asnaf entrepreneurs to complete the program, successes and constraints shared by Asnaf entrepreneurs as well as supervisors' views on Asnaf entrepreneurs under their supervision. Data were analyzed thematically using NVivo 12 based on these 5 phases. Guidance, training and supervision by officers from LZS conducted regularly enable the Asnaf who follow the Zakat Micro Entrepreneur Program to develop their business in a more organized and systematic manner. Unfortunately, only a few have completed the program, and the improvement of their socio-economic status now allows them to become muzaki. Our analysis in exploring the challenges and entrepreneurial skill of Asnaf entrepreneur in Selangor yielded 3 main imaging themes that are major obstacles to the failure of some Asnaf entrepreneurs. The role of family members, non-tech savvy and lack of confidence. The role of family members. Asnaf entrepreneurs need the support of their spouses in terms of business advice, help in running a business, and encouragement to grow the business, especially in the early stages. However, various problems in the household that need to be addressed make Asnaf entrepreneurs discouraged. In addition to finance, familial responsibilities influence the failure of entrepreneurs. For Asnaf entrepreneurs who are experiencing divorce, they lost the will to continue the business. The investigation carried out by LZS officers found that the divorce that occurred was largely caused by her partner's drug addiction, gambling, and debt problems. The small businesses run by Asnaf entrepreneurs mostly only involve family members. Only a handful hired workers. Thus, when the Asnaf entrepreneur who leads the business suffers from health problem, it disrupts the smooth running of the business because the treatment process takes time. In addition to disrupting business activities, it also involves financial implication, where financial resources that should be used as working capital have to be used for treatment. Many Asnaf entrepreneurs are middle-aged, whose business is more for survival and daily income. Thus, the spirit of developing business is not in the soul of these aged entrepreneurs. Non-tech savvy. Due to age factors, most Asnaf entrepreneurs are not savvy in the use of information technology and social media. They don't see the importance of digital knowledge that can help grow their business. Technology illiterate limits the marketing of their business to a wider market and restrict its growth. The busyness of running a business, managing a household and children who are still in school, and only using regular smartphone without being equipped with certain specification are strong reason for no opportunity to learn the use of technology. Lack of confidence. Many Asnaf entrepreneurs do business not for the sake of getting rich, but more for survival. They just want to live in peace without wanting to think about the hassle of running a business if it is growing rapidly. They want a better life and do not want to be recipient of zakat forever. Yet, at the same time, most of them have no desire to be great entrepreneurs with the belief that success comes with heavy responsibilities and they don't dare to face it. Competition in business is also an issue that they try to avoid because they are not confident in their abilities and are not far-sighted. Being in the comfort zone for so long makes them reluctant to explore new methods and market. More worrying for them is if the intensified efforts fail. The need to be proactive in responding to market changes as a result of entrepreneurial activities is very uncomfortable for them. Thus, lack of self-confidence turns out to be the main factor preventing Asnaf entrepreneurs from starting something risky and subsequently choosing to remain in an easy and safe business situation. Discussion. Extensive and diverse studies on the role of LZS in improving the living standard of Mustahik as well as policies enacted by the government have greatly helped Asnaf entrepreneurs to thrive. The phenomenological approach in this study explores the problems and resilience of Asnaf entrepreneurs in Selangor, Malaysia through interviews conducted with LZS officials. The challenges faced by Asnaf entrepreneurs have been explored. Resilience in running a business is influenced by the support of family members, lack of understanding in the use of technology to promote the business and expand it to a wider market, and lack of confidence to succeed. Our results are useful for LZS and policymakers to find the best way to cultivate a truthful identity as an incentive for Asnaf entrepreneurs. As a conclusion, Asnaf entrepreneurs studied in Selangor consist of two groups. The first is Asnaf from the poor who have no experience in business but have a pure desire to enter the business field to improve the socio-economics of themselves and their families. The second group are businessmen who fail in business due to various factors or who were affected due to COVID-19. For Asnaf entrepreneurs who have been involved in business, the experience encourages them to be more successful and take opportunities given with a high entrepreneurial spirit. While for Asnaf entrepreneurs who are new to the business, endurance in business is influenced by many external factors. Therefore, in addition to supervising Asnaf entrepreneurs periodically, refresher courses also need to be conducted for Asnaf entrepreneurs who do not show improvement in their business. This can continuously improve the spirit of Asnaf entrepreneurs, and LZS can also help Asnaf entrepreneurs to switch to a more conducive environment if necessary to ensure a sustainable business. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.